want to talk about how you can turn your competition into a lead source, right? So a really simple one, if we looked at something really, really plain and like easy strategy is like, not every message, we all know this, right? Not every message is for everybody. So if we're serving the same markets, let's say 3 of you here are in e-com and that's your focus and you're focused on the e-com thing and you have products that can work with each other. And let's say they're competitive. Well, how much traffic are you sending that's, for your clients that's not going anywhere, right? It's you've got your conversion rate, it's doing what you want it to do, but there's still that huge open gap of people that are not following up and not buying. They're showing interest, but they're not actually converting into a sale. Well, many times it's just they're not getting the right message. I always use the course creation product as a really powerful piece for this. So if you're in a local industry selling, reputation management locally, and there's 9 people selling reputation management locally, people are going to shop around for that. They're going to try and find what is the thing that they're looking for. Well, sometimes if somebody comes to you and you're not the right person for them, if I use this one specifically, then if they're looking for reputation management and you're not the right person, well, maybe you could send them to the right person and set up some sort of an affiliate program where you could actually work together. So let's say you've got your sequence to, your sales process and it's, 26 steps of whatever, sales calls and lumpy mail campaigns and like all the stuff that we do to get clients, all the stuff, all the things that I know and love. I love my direct mail stuff as well. And so you've exhausted all these things and they just have not converted to a client. Well, at this point, you could continue to figure out how to try and squeeze blood from a stone, right? Or you could take the low-hanging fruits and partner up with a fellow competitor and say, look, hey, these people haven't bought from me. I'd like to introduce them to your process. Would you be willing to pay me a referral fee for that, right? And start to offload some of that work so that you're not having to continually dig down and figure out, okay, here's this, I'm going to add this thing, I'm going to add that thing. And you're adding a ton of work to your plate, which at the end of the day, you're trying to do the thing you do best, which is helping your people get clients. So you're focused on that. Now, if all of a sudden you're having to start to tweak this process and add this step and add that step, it's taking you away from your ability to do what you do best. So much better to pass it on to somebody who can maybe convert that sale and pay you a commission, right? Pay you a referral fee. And that's going to make your life a lot simpler. Now, obviously, if your entire sales process is not working correctly, and you're not getting any sales, you should probably work on that first rather than jumping into, hey, I'm just going to build an affiliate or a referral-based business. But if your process is working and you're leaving you've got like a 10% drop-off rate or you're losing people somewhere in that process and you're not able to recover them, then using one of your potential competitors as a stopgap allows you to do that. So that would be a way to look at it, is like, how do you turn your competitors into your lead source? And then of course you do the exact same thing to them. Hey, look, you're probably running people through this exact same process. You're missing people in the pipeline that just drop off, and you're 27 steps into this thing and you're like, I just don't want to chase them any further, but they still want the service, right? Just probably not the right messaging. It's just probably not the right clients, right? And if they're that hard to get for you, they may also be one of those people that are a headache to manage. So you may as well turn that competition over to somebody else and make your life a lot simpler, because they may find it easy to work with somebody else, but just more difficult to work with you. And you see this a lot when there's like language barriers or religious beliefs or just like, different prejudices we have about people. Some people tend to make decisions very, very quickly on who they want to work with. So you present something about your topic and you're like, okay, I'm amazing at local reputation management. Okay, great. And somebody watches you for 30 seconds. They're like, I don't like this person, but they still want the service, right? And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just they've made this snap judgment. And so that your job is to find them the right person. And if that right person is not you, then hand it over to somebody else who is the right person. And both of you make money, right? In that process, that makes it really easy.